No matter where you are or who you are, music connects us all. We started with a dream, but now we are paving the future. Welcome to the Sound Espressiva Global Competition. Fully virtual, yet bringing musicians closer together than ever before, now on a global scale. True live, inclusivity, diversity, connection, community, an extraordinary array of judges. Get noticed by companies all over the world. Prizes, scholarships, performance opportunities. Apply to be a part of the most exciting congregation of artists like nothing you've ever seen before. We guarantee quality and leave no musician behind. We can't wait to hear you on the virtual stage.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to
Hello.
Sound Espressiva, powered by virtual concert halls. We are broadcasting today from many different places around the world. I'm in Vienna, Virginia, the Washington, D.C. suburb. I'm Anna Ospinskaya, and I'll be your co-host.
Hello, I'm Margaret Pinder, and I'm coming to you from Beverley in Yorkshire in the north of England. And I'm very pleased to be here with everyone today.
Sound Espressiva is a new generation of classical music competition. It offers contestants to perform in live broadcasts from their own locations anywhere in the world.
Our panel of judges represent some of the top performing artists and music educators from around the globe. And our competition is extraordinary in that it offers an unprecedented array of awards for our musicians today.
Today, tomorrow, and Sunday, at regular time intervals, we will be presenting semi-finalists who were chosen by the judges panel through a rigorous selection process of live preliminary auditions. Please stay tuned at 12 noon, 2 p.m., 4 p.m., and 6 p.m. today, tomorrow, and Sunday. All times are EST, New York time zone. So, before we move on to the most exciting and important part of the semifinals, we just wanted to briefly talk about the preliminary auditions which just passed. And the preliminary auditions were happening in live streaming format, which is very new to all of us musicians. Don't you think, Margaret, that was an
Yes, I do. I think we've been talking to, over the last 3 nights, we've been talking to some of the teachers, and one of the hot topics has been how students have adapted to being taught online and how to perform online. It's been very interesting hearing about how they've prepared their students, because what the students have done there is live streaming auditions. What we're going to have now are actual live performances for the competition, but certainly the prelims, I think we are pretty unusual. This must be one of the first times a competition has been run like this, a music competition certainly.
Certainly, and contestants and their support groups have done a tremendous job preparing their tech, not just learning their pieces, but preparing their tech to support this sort of performance through the internet in a live streamed format. It must be very challenging for a lot of those musicians. It's the very first time they're doing it this way. So we hope that our audience is going to be appreciative and write comments, which we are able to show our contestants after their performance. That would be very, very encouraging. Please put your comments in the comment boxes of the video platforms on YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook, and other platforms where our broadcasts are currently live. And now we would like to introduce the distinguished judges, members of our panel. Today we have...
First of all, we have František Brixius, a cellist who is joining us today as our first judge on our panel of 4.
Welcome, František.
Welcome there.
Hello, hello.
Nice
Welcome.
to welcome here.
This is wonderful to have you, and you're a very experienced judge now. You judged quite a number of the preliminary auditions, and so you
They were so
you know
good,
how this
yeah.
And the next person I would like to introduce is Michal Šostak. And Michal also is a frequent member of our programs, and he has been on the panel of the judges. Thank you for joining us.
Nice to meet you. I am very pleased to be here.
It's lovely to see you, Michal.
Thank you.
And our next judge is another cellist, Sam McGill.
Welcome,
Hello.
Sam.
Thank you.
Sam. Hi, Sam. Hello there.
Nice to see you.
It's very good to see you. Thank you for joining us and giving us your time and expertise.
Absolutely pleased.
Yeah.
And the last but not the least of the judges is Massimiliano Danielli, conductor, joining us from France. Welcome. Thank you for offering your help and expertise to judge the semifinals of the competition.
Yes, welcome.
It's a great pleasure for me. Thank you very much.
Okay, maestros, are you all ready to welcome our contestants on stage?
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and of course, on behalf of the judges panel and organizers of the competition and teachers and parents and school administrators and the companies which are sponsoring incredible prizes for the winners of the competition, on behalf of this very, very large community of supporters who put a lot of energy into this competition, I would like to wish all contestants the absolute best of luck. Please enjoy the moment of the performance. Immerse yourself in the music you're going to present. You're all beautiful artists, wonderful people, and we're looking forward to hearing you.
Yes, what we have to remember is what a tremendous journey they've come on just to get to this point. And whatever happens from now on, it's still been a fantastic achievement for all of them.
Absolutely. We applaud you for the effort and the work you put into the journey to get here. Thank you, Margaret, for pointing this out. And our first contestant, we will be introducing on virtual stage, Veronica Colyer, and the oboist. Welcome, Veronica.
Hello, Veronica.
Today I will be performing Telemann's second Fantasia, followed by Le Ballet Espagnol, which is based off the Impressionist painting by Manet, composed by Gilles Silvestrini.
great way to open the competition. You're getting encore applause,
Yes.
Veronica. Yeah, and now to the judges.
It was fantastic. I mean, it's just beautiful sound, great technique. The second piece is amazing. I've never heard of this composer, but I think it sounds very, very technically challenging. And I think those changes of register are really impressive. So, brava.
I would like to add a little bit about vibrato. Playing organ is, of course, totally different instrument, but we also have oboe in organs, but playing real oboe is truly magnificent job, and I think also it needs a lot of imagination if an oboist plays without any orchestra, without any piano, without any background. So like Veronica opened many stages, many levels of colors, beautiful vibrato. So I like it very much. Thank you.
Any other comments from the judges? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it was very good, and I like the choice of the repertoire. So it was like a little bit contrasting. So that was very good, and especially the second half, I think you were like a little bit more kind of like into the music. So that was very good. Yeah, thank you. Very nice. Yeah, thanks.
Well, just I would like to say that the sound, I like very much your sound. The technique is really good. Just the repertoire, very good choice with this great contrast. Because you have a so nice sound, and I would like to say a singing sound, so full of air, really nice full harmonics. You can play with much more dynamics. Sometimes you can play with more dynamics. You can do it because you have so nice sound, and it's an opportunity for you just to enjoy with more dynamics that you can do. So good, so beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Veronica, very much. And wonderful. Please stay tuned. And we will be moving to our next contestant. Margaret, please
Yes, indeed.
help us introduce. Yeah.
Yes, so following Veronica and that wonderful performance of the Telemann and the Silvestrini, we have a flautist, which I think you would say flutist in America, but
Yeah, we do. But I like that accent coming from.
I guess we're opening with a real powerhouse of woodwind here, and it's Alise
Indeed.
Anna Alksne, who's coming to play the flute for us as our very second contestant.
Welcome, Elise.
Welcome, Alise. We're looking forward very, very much to hearing your performance, and congratulations on reaching this stage in the competition.
I'm muted.
Alice, your microphone is muted. Please go to the settings. Alice, your microphone is muted. You need to unmute yourself on your side. Thank you very much.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, don't worry
You don't worry about it. You don't need to apologize.
We
can
spent
hear
half
very
our
clear.
time. We spent half our time muting and getting things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
No, that sounds great. That's a good sound.
Thank you.
That's a good
Okay.
sound.
Yeah. Hello again. I'm Alice. I'm a Latvian coming to you from Netherlands, and I'm going to perform to you today Arthur Honegger's Danse de la Chèvre, which in translation means Dance of the Goat. And hopefully my performance will give you ideas and an image of a goat dancing around in a landscape of Alps.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Yes, lovely.
Veronica, you're getting an ovation.
Yeah, Alice, that was absolutely beautiful. That was so atmospheric, just beautiful. Thank you so much. So, to our judges then, I can see that you obviously enjoyed that very much too. So,
Myself? Yes.
Yes. It felt like you were enjoying the piece very much on the stage too. Okay, to our judges now.
I saw Alps, I saw goat, I saw Alise. I felt like being in Alps because still it would be much better to be in Alps, not in cold and dark Warsaw. But thank you, it was very pleasant. Your flute sounds very beautiful, even in small acoustics. So it was very interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alice, I like it very much. I like very much your involvement into the piece and the just different registers. So that was like really good. Yeah. So thank you for playing for us tonight. Thanks.
Sam.
Oh, I'm very I'm very impressed with your articulation in the fast section. I think that's wonderful how crisp and separate the notes are. I mean, this is excellent, to evoke the goat. And I think in general, just a very beautiful performance. I think maybe if I had anything to say at all, I might not. I know I really appreciate your dynamic range, but I think occasionally you lose the core of the sound more than I would like to hear. Just maybe not quite so soft. That's just my own.
In those soft places that you mentioned right now, it is meant to be without normal sound.
Oh.
It was for the atmosphere, but I will definitely take your comment into consideration.
Okay, all right. But great. Thanks.
That was, yeah. Massimiliano?
Yes. Okay. Here we are.
Okay.
Very, very beautiful dynamics. Dynamics, beautiful. I loved a lot as you were involved in the score and the piece. Very expressive, very nice, and a kind of really magic atmosphere. You create a really kind of magic atmosphere. Bravo.
Thank you.
Yes.
Then I have done what I was intended to do.
Beautiful.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. That was we do have a powerhouse of woodwinds coming on board today.
Yes. I know the passage. I could almost see the mist. I know the passage where you were talking about this. The effect is supposed to be almost not full sound, and it was. It was just I could feel wisps of, just on the mountainside drifting past. I thought
because
that was.
It is meant as the goats are sleeping and then they're waking up and then they're like, and then he's dancing. So like the first is everything is under the fog. So that's very good that came across.
Yeah, very atmospheric, really beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for participating and presenting your beautiful music. And we'll be moving on to our next contestant. And we're happy to welcome Chance Morris, a clarinetist. Welcome to the semifinals, and best of luck.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Shantz. That was a wonderful walk through some relatively modern pieces. I think it's been very encouraging how much our young players are exploring more modern repertoire. It's been terrific, and I think they've been picking pieces that's really helped them bring out the range of their instruments. So František, maybe you'd like to comment on.
Yeah, Chance, very good. Thank you. I especially liked the middle piece, the solo piece. That was like really good, and I like the way you use your dynamics. Like you could go like from really kind of piano smoothly to the different dynamics and different registers. So that was like really unique. Yeah, that was very good. Thank you. Thanks for that. Well done.
Great, thank you, Michał.
Yes, from the first notes which I heard, I imagine that you are a magician of clarinet. You are not only musician but a magician in the very positive way, of course, not negative. So I felt that you are very mature musician, that you have a lot of experience in controlling your instruments, and I also underline your control of sound, especially in the Broström, in the second piece. Your crescendi from the lower parts are really great. So I very liked your performances. Thank you very much.
Lovely, thank you, Misha. Sam, are you also bewitched?
I am, and I second everything that has been said. But the Stravinsky for me is fantastic. This piece number 3, amazing jazz, and you have a fabulous technique and control. Yes, I think you're quite an artist.
Thank you.
Yes, lovely. Yes, as Stravinsky, I have to say I'm extremely fond of Stravinsky. So Massimiliano, our conductor, you have such experience as a conductor, obviously, of all the instruments. So just to conclude, what was your response to that tremendous performance?
Yes, great. Sounds like you have a great experience with this repertoire. Probably you played many times in performing, public performing, because it sounds that you feel really comfortable. Just beautiful with dynamics. Sometimes probably you can push a little bit less on the high notes. Just because necessary. The sound is beautiful, is expressive. So just don't push too much this kind of sounds that, because it's otherwise it's just it's likely that you are probably stressed for something, but it's not necessary because it's beautiful. So don't be preoccupied for something that you have to probably to push too much. You think that you have to enlarge your sound. It's not necessary. It's already really beautiful, and beautiful performance. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you, Massimiliano. And Chance, thank you so much. As you say, a magical performance that has enchanted all our judges. So there we are. For those of you who are joining us now, welcome to Sound Espressivo, one of the most unique music competitions that people have been able to enter. We've just finished the first round in this session for the age group 19 to 25. And we've had 3 absolutely tremendous performances from Veronica on the oboe, Alise, and Alise the flute, joining us from the Netherlands, and Chance, a terrific clarinetist from the USA, who have absolutely bewitched our panel. So we thank them all and congratulate them. We're off to an absolutely wonderful start. And now we're moving into the next part of the programme, which is the age group 26 and above. And in this second half, we have 2 contestants. And the first contestant we're welcoming here is a pianist, Susanna Kolker. And so I know yes, there we are, Susanna, welcome. And Susanna is going to be performing for us here in the age group 26 and over. Thank you very much and welcome. Susanna, очень хорошо, очень хорошо.
Привет.
Yes, very good indeed. What a one! That first Brahms is one of my favourite. I love playing that one. I think it's. I was just messaging Anne, so the last time I heard that it was Isata Kana Mason playing, and I enjoyed Susanna's performance just as much. So to our judges, yes, let's stick with the order. František, if you'd like to comment on.
Hello, Susanna. I like it very much. I personally love Brahms, so that was for me. It was just like really great for this evening. Yes, I like it, especially the first intermezzo. That was really good. Yeah, thank you for this wonderful playing. Thanks.
Indeed, so beautiful. Michel, now we have a keyboard at last, and
yes,
you're a good organist, so
yes. When I see keyboard, it is for me much more familiar than just flutes or clarinets. Even that we have in organs clarinets and flutes, of course. But what I heard in Susanna's playing, I have written that it was totally natural. This lady has great experience. I heard this in this music. I felt like in the intimate 19th century salon concerto. Small number of people, some candles, and 2 intermezzi. Theoretically, it is the same gender, the same type of the piece. But I heard totally 2 different worlds, different colors, different approaches to the same, let's say, topic. It was very pleasant to hear that somebody control in 100% of their activity. So it was very pleasure to hear, and thank you for this both performances.
Lovely. Yes, thank you. I also felt the wonderful relaxed feeling in that first intermezzo, very much so. Sam?
I agree, and I love the way you can sing. The legato is wonderful. Each note carries to the next, which is not easy to do. So I applaud you, and this was really beautiful and evocative. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Massimiliano, to finish.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing of Michel,
Yeah.
about this atmosphere, romantic salon with candles. So it was really Brahms, 18th century, really another atmosphere, another period of our. So you let me travel the time, history. So that's a very good experience. Thank you very much. I think I can say the legato was really good. A really softly and inspired performance. Really inspired performance. Thank you very much.
Lovely, thank you. Yes, I think it's always impressive when a musician, under competition or performance conditions, actually gives themselves and the music the time it deserves, because we all know what it's like when we feel slightly stressed, we speak more quickly, we tend to play more quickly. But that performance was beautifully relaxed and just allowed itself the time. So thank you very much, Susanna. We're now moving to our final contestant today in this category, which is 26 and over. And we're welcoming another pianist to conclude with. So we're going to Yerko Difonis, who will be concluding this section of the competition so far today. So I'm hoping we have Yerko.
Yes, we do. Lovely.
Yeah.
Everyone? Yes. Hello, my name is Yerko. I will be playing the Prelude and Fugue by Bach in G major from the first book of the Well Trumpet Clavier, and Alexander Scriabin Sonata for piano number 5. All right. Go.
Bravo, 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 bravo. Bravo, Yerko. I hope you can hear on the speaker. You get a really, really a standing ovation here. And now to the judges.
Maybe I will start.
Please.
So thank you. It was very masculine playing. I see that you like to push keys to the deepest levels. It's very good because we want to hear strong men at the piano also. I like mordents in your Bach's Prelude. It was very delicate, very natural. So the flowing was very nice, and clear topic entries in the Fugue. So in general, it was a lot of music. I feel that you have a strong personality. It's obviously obvious for me. So my opinion is I felt a lot of strength from your playing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Lovely, thank you, Misha.
Well, I would like to say that I love Scriabin. What a treat to hear this magnificent work, and you play it so beautifully. I just am, you sent me into other worlds. It's so beautiful. Very impressed. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
František, would you like to go?
Hello, Yerko. It was beautiful tonight. Thank you very much. And finally, some Bach tonight. Yeah, so that was very good. Yeah, and I like the choice of the repertoire. So, and plus, I like very much that you played it like together. So it made it sense in terms like the first was Bach Prelude and Fugue, and then you continue with Scriabin. So. I like the idea that you thought in the term or the whole program, not just like separate pieces. So they made together very, very nice fit. Yeah. And once more again, thank you very much. I enjoyed it like really deeply. Thank you.
Lovely. Massimiliano, last but by no means least.
Yes, I appreciate a lot the repertoire. Great contracts, not because it's big, but it's really, they are really close in a way in the mood. So very great program, very great. About the performance, I think it was a really passionate performance, really clear and suspended sound in Bach. That I like very much. It's so natural in the same time, really structured performing. In Scriabin, we're totally involved in the piece. So it was a really good performance. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And indeed, thank you very much to Yerko for a beautiful concluding performance of this session of today. And we would like to thank all contestants who participated in this age groups 19 through 25 and 26 plus. And we heard from very different styles and different time periods of the music. And at this time, Margaret, I don't know how about you, but I feel like the judges are going to have a heck of a job selecting the finalists.
I think they are, because every time, I've heard a performance, thought, oh, that was amazing, who can top that? And then the next contestant comes on, the next performer, another wonderful performance. I have to say, I thought Yerko gave us a wonderful conclusion. The Bach, how you could hear, the great thing with Bach is hearing all those distinct voices amongst all of it, the voices, especially in the left hand, I thought that was wonderful. And again, the Scriabin, it's always a revelation.
Absolutely.
When you come and hear that, just tremendous. So,
Such difference in the
fabulous,
approach, the technique, and the colors and everything. This is incredible. Well, at this time, the judges are going to leave the broadcast, and they will be moving to a private judges' deliberation room, also positioned in the virtual space. The virtual concert halls have all those backstage rooms prepared for the judges and for the contestants to be in the green rooms with their preparations. So the judges will be leaving and rejoining in the judges' deliberation room. And while they are deliberating, and I hope they don't deliberate very long, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do, we will be inviting the contestants back here to our broadcast, and let me see if we have any of them already joining. Yerko is still here, please don't leave, and we have Chance. So the contestants are gradually logging back into the broadcast. We have a lot of questions we would like to ask the contestants while we're waiting for the results. And what is going to happen next after the judges complete their deliberations, they'll send us a message, and we will bring them back in on stage to announce the results of this first opening group of the semi-finalists of the Sound Espresso competition. And at this time, let's invite the contestants back on stage and ask them some questions. Welcome
Hello,
back,
Chance.
Chance.
Hello.
Veronica, hello. Alice, hello. Welcome back. Yerko, lovely. Your skills
Lovely.
are terrific.
Okay. First of all, bravo to all of you for absolutely fantastic preparation. I personally have to share, I felt like I was back in the concert hall.
Yeah.
The vibe, the feeling of it, and all of you really giving a real performance, and it just was terrific. I miss it so much. And of course it's different from being in a physical concert hall, but to me it's also different from watching a recording, because I feel that energy going and sparkling right there and then in front of me. That's how I felt. Margaret, what's your impression of the session?
Yes, the thing that's really struck me, and my absolute credit to all of you, is how even there you are on your own in your rooms at home, you've given performances. And that's been a real challenge, I think, because as we know, that feel that you get when you're in a hall, you've got a live audience, that sort of generous exchange between the audience and the performer, and you've got to magic that up by yourselves. You've got to reach inside yourselves and find that magic, and I think you've all done it absolutely tremendously. I do take my hat off to you. I think you've really pulled performances, out of yourselves for us all today, and it's been, and you could hear it. I mean, it was very, very clear. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
How was preparing for the live internet competition? This, as far as we know, this is the very first one in that format. So you are pioneers of the process. Please share with us, how was the preparation? How did you lead your preparation for this? And please speak up if you want to pick up the question. Just start speaking, and feel free to pass a question if you don't want to share anything on that topic.
Well, if I can talk, it was definitely nerve-wracking to think about how all of the systems might work and how to get them, but thankfully in my conservatory there are lovely students from Art of Sound department who are a helpful hand in all of this.
Oh yes, definitely. Bravo to your support group. A wonderful setup, and if you have an assistant with you, maybe we can invite them to stage. Thank you. There's a magician behind. Welcome. Great job of preparing the sound and the picture. Definitely. And isn't it great to have someone with you supporting that?
Yeah, it's definitely a good support, and he has been nothing but helpful and in all of our crises that we have gone through. So thanks for this opportunity. Definitely.
Wonderful. Anyone else here has stories to share?
Well, I bought a 50-foot Ethernet cable to run through my house to my room.
Oh,
Wow.
And it's working really well, so I'm happy about that.
oh, we can see it's working really well. Your
Yeah,
picture,
yeah.
your sound was uninterrupted.
Sound is excellent. Yeah.
Just don't trip on that wire.
Exactly. I have it taped off.
Oh my gosh.
But I mean, it's so
We
great to
actually
actually
had some
perform for an audience.
complications.
I
I bought my.
haven't played in a while, since March actually, for an audience. So it's been awesome preparing for this competition.
Fantastic. Yerko, please speak up.
Yes, sorry about that. So we had some complications because I originally bought my own equipment, but we had some issues with the internet connection. I think it's my computer that has the problem. So the Dr. Delgado here kindly bought some equipment.
Oh, we have
Hello,
another
yeah.
support group. Please show
Yes.
yourself. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
you're
for
just being
assisting.
photobombed. Yes.
And where are you, Yerko? You're not in your house, are you?
No, I'm in the university. I'm in the recital hall here at the university.
That's wonderful. So the university helped with the setup and with the tech to be able to transmit from the university concert hall.
Yes.
Wonderful. We would like to thank the administration of your school for supporting your performance today. Their provision of this support was crucial, was really essential. Your picture, your sound was uninterrupted. This is extraordinary and not very easy to achieve. Many thanks go to your school.
Yeah.
So, anyone else would like to share some stories behind how you were able to
Yes.
step on the stage, please?
Well, first of all, I'd like to Veronica. I'd love to congratulate you because you were the very, very, very first one, and it's that awful thing like who wants to go first, and it was you, my dear. It was, and you did tremendously well. Yes, I wonder how did you feel preparing for this live? It's a live competition, but it's on, it's an online competition. That must have felt rather strange.
Yeah, I think, sorry, usually before a concert I'm quite stressed about my reads, whereas, it felt quite refreshing to have this whole other side of things to prepare for, and it did feel like a performance, and I really enjoyed having that feeling again. I've really missed it. I have some family and friends watching, so knowing that,
Lovely.
it did feel like I was performing to not just my laptop, but people out there, to put on a nice concert dress. And although I confess I am wearing my slippers, I'm in that corridor home, but yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
Well, that's one of the luxuries of using the camera. You can position it to hide your slippers.
Unless
Well-
you tell people, yeah.
If it's any comfort, actually, so am I. But one thing I tell you I did do, because you know what you were saying about the parts of the concert dress and getting ready, and I actually put some perfume on. It's like nobody can smell it, but I can, and it's that thing. So yes, it must be a British thing. Whereabouts are you in the UK?
I'm in West London, so...
Right, okay. Well, I'm up in the wintry north in Yorkshire, lovely, so... Yeah.
So, Veronica, you mentioned that some friends are watching and rooting for you. I'm sure you other contestants also have their family and friends rooting for you today. Would you like to say hello to anyone specific, anyone in particular? And if they type comments on any one of the channels where we're broadcasting, we will be able to bring them up on screen and bring their support back to you. Would you like to acknowledge people in your support group? Please do.
My
Yeah,
grandma
I guess
might
I
be
can...
watching.
Please.
So my grandma might be watching. It was her birthday yesterday, so happy birthday, Grandma.
Oh, happy birthday to her.
Oh, happy birthday to Grandma.
That's terrific.
Lovely. Please, Veronica, go next.
Yes.
Yeah, so definitely my parents and my sister and her boyfriend, but my auntie and uncle messaged me to say that the cats even came out from under the laundry basket to hear what was going on. So that was
that's
a big
terrific.
compliment, I think.
The best audience ever.
Exactly.
Yes. And please take turns. Go and acknowledge people who are in your support group, so they can hear you greeting them.
Well, I don't think that anyone is still watching because it has been quite a long competition, but my dad and some of my other family members did watch, so I could say them in Latvian. If they will watch it back, I can say Paldies par skatīšanos.
Oh, that's beautiful. What language was that?
Latvian, because I'm from Latvia. You said that I'm from Netherlands, but no, I'm actually just studying here. But yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful to hear you speak your native language. Yerko, do you have anyone special watching? Would you like to?
Yes, so I actually shared the link with several people. I'm not sure who, if they all were able to connect, but I do know my parents are watching, so greeting to them. And yes, that's my uncle's also watching from New Jersey here, so yeah.
Wonderful. And your parents, where are they now? You're originally from Chile.
My parents are in Chile, in Valparaiso, so they're watching from there.
Wow.
Wonderful.
That's one of the great joys of running this competition, because can you imagine if we actually were the logistics of trying to bring everybody, all the supporters, the families, all the performers from around the world together. I mean, this is one of the great joys that we can actually do this in this format. So, and I think that's definitely to be celebrated, because it's really allowed us to have a terrific range of contestants from all over the world. And we always say music's a universal language, and this really shows just how true that is.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you all compete a lot? And especially since the pandemic started, do you compete in other competitions?
Well,
Stefan.
I personally have taken a pause, I guess, for this whole pandemic. But there are auditions for orchestras that are definitely always as a competition that could count. So.
Of course. And what form of auditions? Do you send recordings for those, or do you perform live for them?
Yes, definitely. Recordings always. A lot of time going into that, so this was actually a better experience just performing live. Yes, it is more nerve-wracking, of course. It is like being on a stage and you have to perform right at that time, but the thing of recording is you're overthinking, you're thinking, oh, it's not good, and then you're doing like 50 recordings and then maybe you're not satisfied even with those. So this was actually a nice fresh breeze of air, as you could say.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is.
Pitch in, please.
No.
Other contestants, step in. Say, tell us about your other competition experiences if you are competing right now.
Yeah, so just general experience of playing online, because presumably most of your teaching is being done online as well.
Right.
So, I mean, how are you finding accessing your teachers and having the teaching? Because presumably that's the only way you can actually have your lessons.
So it's not the same as playing in person, right? There isn't the same interaction. There's always some issues where with internet connection and things like that. So it's not the same, but it's been interesting. I suppose. I hope to be able to go back to having piano lessons in person sometime soon. Anyway, but oh yes, because that's my experience.
Of course. And now all of you have done a second performance, live performance over the internet in front of the judges. You all did the prelims and now the semifinals, and I hear that it can be quite nerve-wracking, and I share that. But would you do it again?
Definitely.
Good. That's good.
Actually, when you said for me that, oh, you're on mute and I had to unmute, that little technical glitch got me in like most stressed out, and then while I was performing it was less stress, so I was like, the biggest thing has happened, now I can only play. So
yeah, no, I was very conscious of that, and I was thinking, oh, please don't let that put you off your stride, you know,
actually it helped.
Oh, well, good, well, there we go. Well,
interesting. So even though it is stressful and under pressure, so would you want that pressure again, or would you prefer to not put yourself in such a stressful situation?
I think although obviously concert halls are amazing, and I can't wait to be back in one. I think it's amazing that this kind of thing has been created, and it's so special that we've had the opportunity to do this. And yeah, I would definitely do it again. I think it's been really cool.
yeah.
Okay, well, we have more questions, and Margaret will take over some more questions. I will go and check on how our judges are doing. I know we all can't wait for those results. At least I'm anxious. I'm feeling my hands getting sweaty.
Yes,
as a performer, I've been through that process so many times, especially as a young performer. This brings back the memories of being on my edge, waiting, oh, what are the judges going to decide? So I'll be right back.
Yes, I mean, I'm surprised because we only gave them virtual tea and virtual biscuits, and so we thought, you know, they're not going to hang around long for that. But I think it's obviously a sign of you know, how wonderful your performances have been, that they're actually taking this long to make their decisions. But I do want to say, we do give you our congratulations, and I think the thing I would ask is, you know, what do you think the main thing is you're going to take away from this competition? I know what you want to take away is a prize at the end, but in turn, you know, and obviously why wouldn't you? But I just wonder, you know, what do you think the main takeaway is going to be? Maybe Chance, what would you say?
Well, I think this competition has helped me a lot with technology, first off. You know, like getting the Ethernet cable, setting up external audio, and just the possibilities of connecting so many people from across the world for a competition. I think that is amazing. I never thought I'd be playing with someone from the UK, someone from Latvia. It's
Hi.
such a cool
Yeah.
Hello. And it's brought so much joy during this like dark period with, you know, the pandemic. But it's made me really happy to have another opportunity to perform for other people.
That's great. Yes, I think music has its spirit. I mean, that we always coming back to, you know, after all those hours on our own, sweating and practicing away. Yerko, how about you? What's your the main experience you feel from having done this that you'll take away? And
What would I take away from this? Oh, I don't know actually. Perhaps just I've never done this kind of competition before. I actually haven't been in many competitions. I think I've only been in one competition before this one 2 years ago, but that was live. So this was my second competition and my first virtual competition. So I guess it's nerve-wracking and everything, but I don't know. I guess it's. I can't really say.
well, I think if this is the only second one you've done, and I think, you know, that I think it takes a lot of courage to do this. I mean, I'm a double bassist, and I would walk a long way in tight shoes to avoid competition. I have to say. So, Veronica, what about you?
Yeah, it's obviously when COVID happened, it's been a bit of a stint in the works for all musicians, and I don't know, it made me think of that expression, if a tree falls in a forest and no one's there to hear it, blah blah blah. So kind of, musicians, can feel a bit lost and not performing to anyone, but actually it's been really nice to find that self-motivation that obviously we all do music because we love it, and that there is hope, and we're still performing and connecting to people, and it's taken away lots of great things from us.
Lovely. Well, that's great. That's a lovely note to end on. Thank you. Anna, do we have news?
We have news which may not be very satisfying to everyone. The judges need more time to deliberate. And we need to wrap up this session because we have the next session coming up in 10 minutes. So we had to make an executive decision on the fly, and I know lots of people may not be happy with it, so you're welcome to fly to Washington, D.C. area and hit me in the head for that. But we had to make this decision. We will postpone announcing the results until the end of the day. So I don't even want to apologize for that because this is the circumstance. We're 10 minutes before starting the next session of the day, and it seems like it may be the case for the next session too. So thank you very much for your patience. Come back at the end of the 6 p.m. session. If it's too late for your time zone, then you can watch the announcement of all the results tomorrow morning. I guess we're going to live in the suspense.
Yes, I was going to say, yes, that's going to be, well, it could be 1 a.m. for me, and certainly for Alice, goodness, that will be 2 a.m.
Welcome to the world of living in suspense, huh? And with this, yes, so with this, we would like to show the messages which we've collected over time to the contestants, to the musical community, to the teachers, who all put their effort and support in preparing the contestants, helping them and supporting this competition. Thank you all very much. We will see some wonderful words said by world-class musicians, managers, educators, and others who put their love and their help to provide the stage for young musicians.
What I really want to encourage is, just as I would with a house concert, as a groupie's house concert, where a musician might say, well, what should I play? And I say, well, play what you really resonate with. Play what helps you tell a story. Play something that makes you feel connected to maybe how just that feeling of familiarity that from when you were even a child, and maybe your instrument, you just felt like, this is me. This is something that feels like me. What pieces, whether they're pieces that you could, maybe even pieces you've composed, but that allow you to create a sense of continuity between the deepest connection you have to your art and being able to share that in a way that you feel like really embodies just your love of your craft and your gratitude for it. And if you share that, then I'll probably be inspired.
So my advice, if I can start with judges and teachers, and I know that the people involved in this competition will already be completely on board with this, is to create a safe space in which performers and contestants can feel able to show their true selves and their true potential and artistry. And my advice to contestants is to just enjoy it, be excited, be carried away in it, and feel safe to give everything that you have to offer.
What I would say to contestants is that I know competitions seem to be a platform for, in effect, showing off. But don't think about impressing. Think about revealing yourself. Don't think about the competition as the end of a learning process. The competition in itself is a learning process. And if you have an engagement with your art and you have the humility to understand that every performance is a learning process, and you have the ability to reveal yourself as an active, engaging, learning artist, even in the process of performing, then I think that's the kind of thing that will really strike a chord with the judges.
I just want to say that this period is not an easy one. It's a challenging one, but it's also offering a lot of opportunities. So I think we should embrace it, and we should not be afraid to stand still sometimes, or maybe we think that we stand still. But instead, we will have a lot of more time and dedication for the other things that we were not thinking of when we were still in, let's say, 2 years ago. So it's an opportunity. You should never let yourself leading by fear, and you should always remember that your trust is much bigger in whatever you do. So I would encourage you to use also that trust in what you are and what you believe in as a musician, to be authentic and express your musicality, the person you are online, and don't be afraid that people will have an opinion about it, or that's not the goal. The goal is that you have confidence that whatever you present online is the best that you do at that moment, and that the people that watch you, they embrace you, they have confidence, and they really can help you to bring you to a different or a next level.
I have to confess something. I myself had an occasion to participate to a competition. It was very, very long ago, and internet didn't even exist. It was a competition for guitar, nothing special. And I didn't make it to get to the final. I didn't even make it to get to the semi-final. But I was very excited to participate. And the proof is that I still remember it. I found it a very big experience. And I noticed that also the audience was not so many people watching, but there were some, and the audience was also pretty much excited about this because, you know, will he make it or not? This was the question, at least about me. And of course, in the competition there were a lot of very talented musicians. So to the musicians, to the potential participants, I would say, don't hesitate. Throw yourself in, give it a try. It will be interesting. No matter how it goes, it would be very interesting. You will get an experience out of it. You will make yourself more rich as a musician, as a person. You will be able to communicate to a lot of people. And for sure, however it goes, you will be appreciated.
It's definitely a new, uncharted time, and that there are definitely challenges, but there are also opportunities. And one of the things that I feel most moved about is that people are letting themselves be flawed but human, and the sense of community, I think, is really important these days. And we just try. We all need a reason to get out of bed in the morning. You know, when we don't have that live performance, you know, it becomes harder to discipline yourself and to kind of practice for some strange nebulous thing that may or may not happen. I know, to me, as a composer, I had a lot of commissions that are postponed, and it's very difficult to sit in the chair and to do the kind of self-examination that you need to do to improve or to create a piece of music or to prepare for a performance. But having something to look forward to and knowing that the people on the other end of it want to hear that, you know, it's not just, you're just not sending it out into the void. This is valuable. This is a chance to have a reason to play scales and tune the instrument in the morning and get out of bed and fight fearlessly forward into an uncertain future. You know, there are people on the other end of that and who want to hear what it is you have to say. And so play those scales, practice that repertoire, you know, be bold, be daring, and be human.
for the listeners, once again, I would say it's really something that every music lover should watch. This kind of competition, because you can see participants, players play. You can even see judges judge. It's completely transparent, and it gets very, very tensive when it goes to the to the final rounds. It gets pretty tensive, also pretty intriguing, and if you watch such a thing, you will certainly be involved.
So the setup that I talk about in the course is the same setup you would use if you were on a Zoom session or any kind of broadcast. So the only difference is that it's going through the internet as opposed to being recorded onto your program. So the quality will be the same, and it's really no different. So if you understand, and once you get things plugged in, you do quickly become familiar with the basics of the setup. It's not that daunting after you finally get the new gear to work. It's the same. You'll get so comfortable with it, and the quality will be much better because, and I've done some tests. My just doing meetings using the mic on the computer, I'm like, oh, it's just a meeting, and I listened to some recordings of it. I'm like, that's horrible. So I don't care what I'm doing on the computer. I'm not using my internal mic. I'm always going to use my interface with the one mic. It sounds better. There's more control, and you can position yourself, and you have more options than just the limitations of a computer mic that's picking up all the noise around you and things like that. So there's that kind of stuff. For the musicians, we'll get a better quality broadcast or recording, and then it's always a good thing to hear yourself sound good. It's just you could have played a great performance, but if the recording was horrible, it's not uplifting. So it's a really good feeling to get a good sound. You're a good performer and you cap yourself well. It's just that's going to be a great thing for you, and just moving forward with gigs or auditions or anything. So.
But I want to say to the ones who are not winning, you also will have this opportunity. You will make music, and you will make people happy through your music, and by doing that, make yourself happy. Your development might come later. Mine did. I won some prizes, but not major competitions. But somehow I was so lucky to be encouraged by musicians around me, and I kept on learning, I kept on improving, and I think maybe 10 or 15 or 20 years after the competition age limit, I found myself to be a much better, much more secure, much more universal musician than ever before. In spite of not making big careers through competitions, I did very many things that were gratifying to both myself and hopefully my audience throughout life.
Artist life should be lived with extremely freedom. I like both performances, pre-recorded and live performances. Of course, the pre-recorded offer the possibility to combine beautiful shots on artists making a video, and that can be more interesting for the public. But live concerts give you the possibility to feel this moment, to stay in this moment with your public. So it's something, of course, amazing. As soon as I knew that Sound Espressivo is organizing a competition for young people, for young musicians, connected from all the parts of the world, I was really excited. It's an amazing idea, and it's even more stressful because every musician will know, oh wow, now it's not just a jury there, or some public, is a big whole, really, the world, or who will be connected. So I encourage a lot to make to become contestants, because that is a really good motivation to make themselves even better.
I would say just throw yourself in. There are many very great opportunities. There is virtual concert halls. There is sound espressivo. What else do you want? Throw yourself in online. Nobody will harm you. You will have a lot of possibilities. We will be so delighted to see you perform online and to help you grow, help you learn whatever you need. We support you, and the online classical music world is waiting for you. See you